Ever since Adolf Hitler emerged in the 1920s, accusations of his partial Jewish ancestry circulated, primarily fueled by political adversaries aiming to tarnish his image. His family background added complexity, characterized by an incestuous marriage between his parents, as they were cousins. Hitler's disdain for his father was attributed to his different personality and artistic aspirations. Suspicions arose about his grandmother's murky parentage and possible Jewish connection. In 1938, Hitler enlisted his personal lawyer, Hans Frank, to investigate his grandmother, prompted by a letter from his British half-nephew, William Patrick Hitler. William, seeking to blackmail Hitler, alleged Jewish ancestry in their family. Frank's findings, later published in a book which he wrote during his imprisonment before his execution in 1946, implicated financial support from a man named Leopold Frankenberger to Hitler's grandmother until Alois' 14th birthday. Frank discovered that Leopold Frankenberger's 19-year-old son impregnated Maria. To avoid a court hearing and prevent negative publicity, Leopold's father effectively paid alimony to Hitler's grandmother for 14 years. In the initial 39 years of his life, Hitler's father was known as Alois Schicklgruber. However, in 1876, he sought validation from the church and local authorities in Austria to establish his true paternity. Contrary to being Frankenberger's son, he claimed Johann Georg Hitler as his biological father. Hitler, who married Maria Schicklgruber in 1842, became Alois Schicklgruber's stepfather. The primary evidence supporting this claim came from Hitler's brother, who, in the presence of a Catholic notary, asserted that Johann had impregnated Maria and subsequently abandoned her and her child. Hans Frank's credibility was debated, but he had no reason to lie, as his case had already been decided. The issue of Hitler's grandmother's insemination surfaced in 1940, supported by ex-Gestapo official Hans-Jürgen Köhler. Frank's investigation and Hitler's efforts to suppress documents suggested a deeper concern about politically damaging information. Mental disabilities and suicides among Hitler's relatives further complicated his family's image. Heinrich Himmler conducted a separate inquiry into Hitler's family background, prompted by rumors surrounding the mental health issues and disabilities within Hitler's relatives. Among them, one cousin took their own life, an aunt had a physical deformity, and others faced mental handicaps. Aloysia Veit, one of these relatives, tragically fell victim to the Nazis' euthanasia program in 1940. Hitler's obsession with secrecy led to the destruction of documents and evacuation of villages tied to his family. Some argue this aimed to conceal draft-dodging efforts in Austria in 1913. In Mein Kampf, Hitler made references to Aryan women being abused by Jews, possibly influenced by rumors about his grandmother. In 1935, Hitler added a peculiar rule to the Nuremberg race laws, barring Aryan women under 45 from working in Jewish households. His grandmother was 42 when allegedly working for the Jewish family and becoming pregnant. DNA analysis in 2010 involving Hitler's living relatives revealed a dominant haplogroup, E1b1b, more common among North Africans and Jews, adding nuance to the debate about Hitler's heritage. The intricacies of Hitler's family history remain a subject of historical inquiry and speculation.